defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Ravens.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers, and hopefully with something last week resolves itself this time around.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge. It's been sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fake as they set up to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny.
Vision like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all the division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, they catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Second down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always tough.
And guy's man complete. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Randall. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson. Oh, that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Randall now ready to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's on his way. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
13. Hey,
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Real quick, ready?
Now Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards.